The big question many are asking tonight, when am I going to get another stimulus check and how much is it going to be? Well, the short answer tonight, we don't know, but this is what we do know. After months of debate, Congress finally approved a $900 billion COVID-19 relief bill this week. But now President Trump is pushing back, threatening to veto the bill unless lawmakers increase the direct payments to Americans from $600 to $2,000. Democrats had also pushed for larger checks, and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi wants to approve the measure by unanimous consent tomorrow. So if the president does veto that bill, Congress can override him. But time is now running out with Christmas Eve tomorrow and unemployment benefits for some 12 million Americans expiring on Saturday.